He said, I will sleep with a dog before I F a black bee. It gotta be a white dog though. Let's get into it. Hey y'all, it's your girl Receipts with Real. So listen up. Unfortunately, this young man by the name of Telvin Rackins lost his life last night to his girlfriend, Hannah Grace Cobbs. 28-year-old Hannah Grace Cobb shot and killed her boyfriend and baby's father, 30-year-old Telvin Rackins Osborne. He lost his life at 5 a.m. Sunday morning in Midville, Georgia. Now, no arrest has been made, having been caught an accident as she was allegedly cleaning her weapon when it went off. But people report that they suspect that it was intentional as more details come about. So here's the deal. This couple went clubbing last night. It looks like they had a pretty rough night as footage is coming out showing that although they were having a good time, you could tell that the girlfriend was highly intoxicated, and it even looks like from this video that she was sending him some warnings. You can kind of see her hand gestures. You can also see that she was getting a little jealous when he kept the camera on the black girl for a little bit too long. After the club, it's being alleged that Hannah and Telbo got into an argument and she was cleaning her weapon and it went off. Now that's what's circulating around the internet, but I do have an update for you guys. So the family of the victim is speaking out. They're saying that none of this sounds right. They're reaching out to social media for help because they feel like the police haven't been helpful in the situation. Hannah was not arrested right away. And that's the biggest takeaway from this situation right now. She was not arrested on the night that it happened. But as I'm uploading this video, I have gotten new information that she has been arrested for involuntary manslaughter. So I'm gonna go ahead and break that down for y'all just in a second. But right now, let's talk about this man and the reason why nobody really feels sympathy for him. If you look at his post, there are a lot of people trolling in the comments. Me personally, I respect the dead, so I'm not gonna leave no hateful comments. I'm gonna just keep it scrolling. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna say anything at all. But what I will say is that this man very much strongly dislikes black women. In one of his posts, it says, "I'll F a dog before I F a black bee. It gotta be a white dog though." Another one of his posts says, "I'm thankful for this little blonde blessing of mine." Little blonde blessing of mines with an S at the end. And then he uploaded a picture of him kneeling next to an animal. And in the comments, one of his guy friends says, "So you do date black girls?" And he put the laughing emoji. And Telbo says, "Shh, you're gonna get me in trouble." So they thought it was funny to refer to black women as animals. I mean, it's very, very clear that this man does not like black women whatsoever. Even his brother, in defending him, said, "Hey, if y'all knew Telbo, you wouldn't be offended by him saying that he doesn't like black girls. He's never liked black girls, but he doesn't disrespect them." Sir, Exhibit A, what is this? You mean to tell me this is not disrespect? And it's so crazy because when you look at him, he don't have that look. And y'all know that look that I'm talking about. Y'all know that look I'm talking about. He does not have the I date clear people look. He really looked like a YN, if we being honest. He looked like a YN. He looked like clutching my pearls. Let me lock my door when you walk past, since you're trying to be funny. And I see that he has a very close relationship with his sisters. He has a very big family. He comes from a very large black family. So he does not fit the stereotypical Oreo, I hate myself guy. So you got to ask yourself what's going on with him. It's something deeper going on. But social media ain't having it, y'all. They just like, okay, child, anyway, so I'm going to the store. Do anybody want coffee? What y'all want from the stove? Like, nobody is really trying to pay him any energy. And like I said, it's a really tragic event because here we have it. This white woman is about to get away with murder. And the reason why I say that is because, you guys, she's not being charged with murder. She's being charged with involuntary manslaughter. So let's roll that clip.
She is, that's where she is currently being housed. A person is charged with involuntary manslaughter in the commission of a crime when they cause the death of another individual without intent through the commission of another crime that is not classified as a felony. Upon conviction for involuntary manslaughter in the commission of an unlawful act, an individual shall be subject to imprisonment for a term no less than 1 year, no more than 10 years. The offenses committed leading up to the discharge of the firearm included simple battery, family violence, and reckless conduct. It is reckless to go out and get drunk and then introduce a firearm into an argument. It is reckless to engage in an argument where there's pushing and shoving going on. And those are the predicate charges for the charge of involuntary manslaughter. Through this investigation and interviews with family members, it is evident that both sides, both families are deeply concerned for the well-being of all parties involved. The case is truly heartbreaking and started in the wee hours on Sunday, and I want to tell you that within 48 hours, literally, we were able to secure warrants and make an arrest in this case. Only 48 hours, but it's come with a lot of work.
They trying to play it off like 48 hours is such a short amount of time, but y'all already know who did it. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. If you already know the suspect, isn't it standard procedure for you to arrest them at the scene of the crime? Why did it take you 48 hours?
We are committed to being professional and achieving success, and that has happened here. The case required a considerable amount of time and attention to detail, ensuring that there was a comprehensive inquiry, a thorough sifting of the evidence, and we have filed appropriate charges. This includes interviewing additional witnesses to identify contributing factors. We've conducted interviews with friends and family, and we have used that information to understand relationships and habits, lifestyle, and any history of the parties involved.
So as I told y'all before, she was not arrested right away. I believe due to social media backlash. That is the only reason as of 1 hour ago, a press conference was released stating that she's being charged with involuntary manslaughter, and she can only face anywhere between 1 to 10 years in prison. And y'all already know, with this being her first offense and her being the skin tone, she got the complexion for protection, she only gonna do 1 year and she gonna be out of there. Now, there were rumors circulating that her father was in law enforcement. I haven't been able to confirm or deny that, but I will say that people close to them said that that's not true. So I'm gonna take their word for it. You know, clearly he was battling some demons. Let me tell y'all this. I'm not the marriage police. I'm not the love police. Date who you want, okay? Y'all know that I love my black people. Over here, my channel is all about black excellence, and I'm going to do whatever I can to promote that. But I've never been the type to tell somebody who they can and cannot date. I simply do not care. The problem comes in when you make your entire aesthetic about I hate black women instead of I love this white woman that I'm with. Because it gives that you don't even love her, you just hate black women. And you really got to wonder, who hurt you? Who did something to him? Most of these type of men, they don't have a good relationship with their mother. I'm going to just go ahead and tell y'all. Most of these men, some black woman in their life hurt them so bad that they end up hating themselves. And in the comments, there were white people feeling comfortable cracking jokes about black women to him. And I just gotta tell y'all, white people don't just randomly crack jokes unless they feel comfortable doing it. You understand what I'm saying? It's like he welcomed that type of environment to his Facebook. Nobody is making those type of comments and jokes on his Facebook unless that's the type of comments and jokes that they made in person. This is a real tragedy. And honestly, this is not the first time that this has happened. I forget the young man's name because honestly, I wanted to forget about him. But I did report on the story about 2 years ago. This same exact thing happened in Florida. And when I tell y'all the same exact thing, I mean, that man hated black women too. I see that this man has children, so it's really sad for his children. One of the things that I found interesting is he had children before he even got with this girl. So he out here making these white girls baby mamas. Because I saw it was another girl just riding hard for him like 2 years ago, talking about my man, my man, my man, my man. And now he ain't even with her. He done went on and started a family with somebody else. So the problem lies within. I think it's okay to date who you want, but I'm going to say this. Black men, y'all have to really start evaluating who you're dating and the reasons you're dating them for. Because if you only dating outside of your race because somebody in your race hurt you and you walking around with that anger and resentment, guess what? You're choosing partners who feel the same way as you. So if you're choosing a partner who hates black people, it's only going to be so long before that anger and rage turns on you. He knowingly decided to date a racist person. And she did what she did knowing that she would get away with it. And she fetishized this man. Like, she would send him lunch to work talking about, I love your private areas. Like, I need our people to understand the difference between love and a fetish. And then black women, let me holler at y'all. Stop putting on your cape for these type of women, because these type of women who actually hate black people, they always got 2 or 3 black girls, aka security dogs, aka security guards, aka lap dogs, with them defending their honor. Because would y'all believe it? Would y'all believe this, that there was a black woman in the comments defending her? I mean, going hard for her. Talking about y'all don't know her. Y'all don't know if she's guilty or not. You know, just wait until the investigation. Like, what? This is what I don't be understanding. These people were very public about their disdain and their hate for people who look like us online. So I can only imagine the stuff that they were saying in person. But yet, y'all still decided to hang around them and be cool with them. You know, stuff like that I would never understand. But that's all I really got to say about this situation, y'all. Man, I just need people to make better decisions. Do I think she's going to get away with it? She's already gotten away with it. She's being charged with manslaughter. That's getting away with it. If they give her a year, she might only do 6 months. And she back on the street. That's all the time I have for today. Y'all leave y'all comments down below. I want to know your thoughts and opinions. Do you feel like the community should be rallying behind him because what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong? Do you feel like, hey, anybody want something from the stove? Or do you feel like a little bit of both? You know, because it's natural to feel a little bit of both.